What's going on, folks? Rob here with Oddball ORV. So today's video I'm pretty excited about. I finished rebuilding the Odyssey actually a couple months ago, and if you've been following the YouTube channel, you're probably still seeing those videos come out. It's just it takes me time to kind of put them together, and I got a lot of other stuff going on. But I am proud to actually be starting a new series. This is probably going to be a two-part series, maybe a three, I'm not sure. But this one's going to be dealing with brakes. So if you know anything about the Odysseys and especially the FL350s, the brakes are not exactly a strong suit on these things. Now, I've heard some people say that when you get them dialed in, they work really good. My brakes never worked good at all. I couldn't lock any of these wheels up to save my life. Now, I've already gone through, I've rebuilt the master cylinder, and I replaced all my brake lines with stainless steel brake lines. I've bled them multiple times, and they just don't have the stopping power that I think it should. I don't think I've ever been able to lock up the rear wheels, and the front wheels locks, or brakes. They may as well not exist. So what I'm excited about is that I'm going to be showing you guys how to do this. Now, I did this over a couple days ago. This is where I cut my teeth and learned how to do it. And so obviously we got a nice cool disc brake upgrade here. And we're gonna be doing that to this side over here, which is still the default stock wheel setup. So this will be a fun video. I'm gonna set the camera up, record as I go. I'll try and speak as I'm doing it, just to see where I might be able to add some inputs and stuff. This is a disc brake kit that we offer on Oddball ORV. So if you want to get some better stopping power, check out oddballorv.com, and you'll be able to find this kit there available. So with that, let's get to the video and sit back, relax, and enjoy. So you're going to use a 14 millimeter socket, and just pop them off. Now, I'll take a moment to explain something. This is something I found out because someone else told me, and it was very helpful. So, when I first got these wheels, now these are aluminum wheels, and I actually had the type of lug nuts that are actually rounded, so they kind of self-center in the hole. Problem with aluminum is that it tends to stretch, and so you can actually end up ruining your wheels, because as you torque those steel lug nuts down, because they're beveled to try and center everything. You can see here, this one is actually completely flat. And that's what the type of lug nut you want to use on aluminum wheels, so that you don't end up rounding out these holes. So I'm just going to take these off. Okay. Let's set that over to the side. So I got my cotter pin. I'm going to straighten it up. Put that together. This one's coming out real nice. Okay, there's the cotter pin. Just stick that to the side for now. Now, the next thing we got to do is we got to remove this nut, which happens to be a really large nut. All right, so this nut on here is on here really good, and so what I'm gonna have to do is use one of my largest wrenches I have. It's a 27 millimeter. And I put a bottle jack underneath here to give my suspension support. One, because it's on a dolly and it just kind of moves up and down otherwise. And two, because I'm going to have to kind of stand on this. And hopefully I can do this without killing myself. And let's just see. Get this to come loose. Yeah, I think we got it. There we go. Okay. Off comes our wheel nut. So now, I have to take a look here. Okay. So we should be able to just pull this off. And there we got it. Okay. So while I'm in here, I didn't really intend to do a stock wheel checkup, but might as well just do a quick little video here on this. So I'm going to use this camera here. So this is the stock wheel setup, the stock brakes and everything. I'm not an expert on these things. I've not really messed around with it. Let's see, my pads, there's still a little bit of life on them. In fact, this pad looks really good here. These are adjusters. On the drum, there's these holes, right? Okay, so this is a shoe adjust, and that's one there. So you take these little rubber pieces out, and what that does is that gives you access to these little parts here. And what these are these rotate, these click, and what it does is as you rotate this, like so, and that one's stiff. Let's see if we can get this one to rotate. Well, at any rate, you push on these things, these rotate, and it pushes the brake out to give it a more tension and stuff. So I'm not here to really show you how to service these brakes. I'm replacing them completely, so I'm just going to continue on the video. But if you were wondering, that's what you do. The next thing that we got to do is actually, before I get too far into that, we need to undo the brake line. So I'm just going to set this here for the moment. I'll just set this to the side. So now I got a bunch of 10 millimeter sockets, so I got to undo those. So I'm going to take my socket, 12 millimeter. So we're just going to undo these. One, two, four. All right. Now we got our brake off. Okay. So at this point, we're just gonna take a look, make sure there's nothing overly wrong here. Everything looks okay. Clean this up a little bit, and then we can get ready to start putting the other stuff on. So I'm gonna pause it here real quick and get a couple of rags, and then we'll continue on.